add up all these factors, and then the sort of massive jump in interest rates, and huge fluctuations in the supply chain, local regulations and difficulties and charges and fees at every level. And it's made this supply reach this crisis point that we're in today.
So how would your, if you were elected tomorrow, how would your party deal with it?
Well, broadly speaking, the solution to the housing situation in this country is a classically small C conservative solution. It's less government. It takes way too long to get the approvals to build a home in this country. And so, we need to, I have a lot of suggestions for how municipalities can improve the process for getting homes built. Um, but among them are things like, if municipalities did more planning ahead. All municipalities have what they call official plans or community development plans, and it sort of describes, what the community will look like. And then those ambitions of the municipality are enforced through what's called the zoning bylaw. And so, if municipalities did a lot more planning and said, instead of saying, we'd like to see more higher density development in certain areas, but actually identify those areas, and then automatically upzone those areas. We're thinking particularly around high density transit investments, that kind of thing, for example. If and through your planning process, you decided that that would be upzoned and ready to go, and it wouldn't have to go through a process every time somebody came along for a development application, you could speed up the process pretty dramatically. You wouldn't make it less democratic because the public process of planning out your city is very public, but processing applications every single time adds costs and delays, and time is money. And so it just adds. And it's not like the developer just pays those bills. All the costs related to the development approvals process, whether it's studies and analysis and all these kinds of things, they cost money because they're often carrying the land and that value, and then all those fees and charges and all those extra costs related to building the building, rebuilding the home, they just go to the bottom line, whether it's part of the cost of the rent of the space or the sale of the unit or the sale of the home. And so all those extra added costs and fees at the local level, have served to make housing a lot more expensive. In fact, the average across Canada, the average across Canada is about 33% of the cost of every single housing unit is government.